Welcome. This briefing should familiarize you with the tactics and procedures necessary to successfully defend a strongpoint from enemy incursion. Let's proceed. A successful defense begins with sound placement of your soldiers. Orders can be issued on structures such as sandbag walls or towers, or directly onto terrain. Structures can offer better defense from enemy fire and even extra firepower in the form of machine guns or grenades. Utilize them whenever possible. Let's try building a defensive structure. Your helicopter has dropped off supplies that your engineers can use to build defenses. Move your right hand to touch the sandbag crate, then press and hold the trigger button. Great! Now drag the structure to the designated location on the open side of your base. Try to orient it so your units have the most cover. The orange ring indicates the standard engagement range of that emplacement. Engineers will automatically complete build orders. Pending orders will be shown in yellow. Watch your engineer now as he carries. Touch the sandbag nest with your right hand. When it highlights, hold down the trigger button to display the order menu. Here, you can see soldier types as well as how many of each are awaiting orders. While holding the trigger, move your hand toward the rifleman wedge at the top, then release the trigger to issue the occupy. Excellent. The order has been issued and the soldier will now head to that position. There are times when you will need to control your units more directly. To do this, you can possess your soldiers temporarily, and doing so will shift you to the unit's point of view. Try this now by touching the unit, then pressing the app button on the right controller. From this viewpoint, you can engage threats on the ground directly. Let's try some target practice. Ahead of you are 3 targets. Try to shoot all of them. Good work. Now expend the rest of the ammunition in your magazine and we'll discuss reloading. To reload, use the left trigger to grab the magazine in the weapon, pull it out, and then dispose of it. Next, move your left hand to your hip and squeeze the trigger to retrieve a new magazine. Included with sandbags and some other defenses are hand grenades. To use them, you will need to pick them up with your left hand. In doing so, you will pull the pin. Once you throw or drop the grenade, it will explode after a short period. Try throwing a few grenades. While possessing units, you may only fire a certain number of rounds before possession is cancelled. The remaining amount of ammo is displayed on the watch on your left wrist. You can also cancel this mode by pressing the right app button again. Fire off all your remaining rounds or press the right app button now. If you have expended all of a unit's ammunition, that unit will be placed on a 60-second cooldown before you can possess him again. If you cancel possession, the unit will keep the same amount of ammo for 30 seconds, after which they will be automatically resupplied. To cancel an order, open the order selection menu on a manned emplacement and select the unassign icon at the bottom of the wheel. Let's try that now. Interact with the rifleman's sandbag and unassign him. Once unassigned, the soldier will return to a rally area near the headquarters and await further assignments. The icon above his head indicates that he is idle, but he will still fight enemies that enter his engagement range. Soldiers can be assigned to terrain in the same way they're assigned to emplacements. This can be useful if you have a gap in your defensive structures, or to use the landscape to your advantage. Order a rifleman to occupy the designated area. Touch the ground with your right hand, pull the trigger, and issue the occupy order for the rifleman. Good. Keep in mind that without cover, your units will be more vulnerable. Enemies will attack in waves and from every direction. Throughout the mission, you will receive extra supplies and soldiers via the helicopter. Keep an eye on your idle soldiers to make sure they're being deployed to best defend the area. We're sending you some more supplies and units now. When they arrive, place all of the defensive structures and order any idle units to occupy them. You still have unassigned troops. Issue them orders by holding down the right trigger at the desired emplacements. You've completed your preparations just in time. Several enemies are on their way. During the fight, your medic and engineer will act on their own. The engineer will repair damaged structures, and the medic will heal and revive your friendly units. Command points are earned while playing by killing enemies, completing waves, and over time. You can also assist enemy casualties for points by telling your medics to do so. You can see your current command points at the top of the radio. Next to each button, you can see the cost and cooldown of each ability. To activate an ability, touch it with your right finger. To cancel an ability, squeeze the left grip or touch the red button on the side of the radio. Select an enemy fire team is approaching. Call in the strike to intercept them. Well done, the threat has been eliminated. When not possessing a unit, your watch will display information such as number of enemies killed, your current wave, and time played. To cycle modes, simply tap the watch with your finger. This concludes your basic training. With these skills, I expect you to be able to handle the challenges to come. To leave this briefing, press the app button on the left controller. From here, you can change options, retry the current map, return to the main menu, or exit the game. Good luck, Commander. To leave this briefing, press the app button on the left controller. From here, you can change options, retry the current map, return to the main menu, or exit the game. Good luck, Commander. To leave this briefing, press the app button on the left controller. From here, you can change options, retry the current map, return to the main menu, or exit the game. Good luck, Commander.